Chosen one, pause and lend me your ear. The appearance of this message before you is no mere coincidence. A force, something far grander than chance, timing, or any fleeting feeling you've experienced this past year, is guiding you here. December 6th holds a significance beyond the ordinary. It's a day when a rare cosmic surge awakens a select few, those destined for elevation, while the masses remain oblivious, blindly navigating their day and missing their moment. You stand apart. You've been drawn here because a life-altering sign is poised to reveal itself to you on December 6th. This sign, potent, precise, and divinely orchestrated, has the power to reshape your entire destiny upon its arrival. The universe is preparing to whisper secrets audible only to awakened souls, and the discoveries you make today will not only redefine your future, but also transform the very essence of who you are becoming. So, resist the urge to look away, skip ahead, or click off. The culmination of this video holds the activation your soul has been yearning for. And if you are indeed one of the chosen, you will feel it resonate within you. Before we delve deeper, express your readiness in the comments with an "I'm ready" to claim this transformative shift. Solidify this energy by hitting the like button and subscribe to ensure you never miss another message intended for your awakening. Your destiny commences right now. On December 6th, a powerful energetic window opens, a moment when the universe gently draws back the veil, separating your current reality from the destiny that has been patiently awaiting you. This is more than just a typical energetic shift. It's a recalibration, a cosmic reset where the Earth's frequency briefly aligns with a higher dimensional flow. Only a select group of awakened souls, the chosen ones, can fully perceive this alignment. Most will treat this day as any other, going through their usual routines, scrolling through their phones, and remaining unaware of the subtle tremor in the spiritual atmosphere. However, chosen ones, you will sense it even before the sun graces the horizon. On this date, you might experience a sudden release of tension from your chest, as if an invisible weight has been lifted. A peculiar sense of clarity may wash over you, not overpowering, but refreshing, like that first breath after a long storm, or perhaps an unexpected emotional release. Tears, laughter, silence, or an inexplicable shift within your heart. A powerful intuitive nudge compelling you to delve deeper, question further, or simply trust yourself. A surge of motivation, seemingly from nowhere, may reawaken dormant parts of your being. This is not mere coincidence. This is alignment. December 6th carries a vibrational frequency that activates something ancient within your consciousness, recognition. It's more than just feeling different. It's remembering something you can't quite articulate, but something that resonates as truth. It's akin to a spiritual wake-up call disguised within the ordinary. This date acts as a doorway. Some will pass by without noticing anything at all. But if you are attuned, the doorway will open for you, offering a glimpse into the life you are destined to lead. For many chosen ones, this day becomes a subtle yet potent catalyst. Something within begins to reorganize itself. Old patterns begin to lose their grip. Habits that once felt comfortable may now feel burdensome or draining. People you once tolerated may suddenly feel misaligned. Environments you settled for may start to feel too confining for your spirit. You might experience a desire to declutter your space, an urge to break a routine, a sudden burst of creativity, a deep yearning for silence or reflection, a sense that change is imminent, even if you can't explain how you know. This shift is subtle, yes, but it is undeniable. The universe utilizes these rare energetic windows to propel you into alignment with the timeline that aligns with your higher purpose. Every delay, every challenge, every moment of confusion you've endured throughout the year suddenly begins to make sense. It wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Everything you've struggled with, everything you've questioned, everything that felt stagnant. December 6th flips that energy. You might feel restless today, but it isn't anxiety. It's your soul preparing for expansion. You might feel clarity flooding your mind from unexpected sources. It isn't random, it's guidance. You might feel the urge to detach from something or someone draining your energy. It isn't rejection, it's protection. Because on this date, the universe isn't adding new things to your life. It's removing the false layers that have kept you disconnected from your true path. You might not realize it yet, but December 6th marks the beginning of a long-awaited shift. Something you've been praying for, dreaming about, or quietly hoping would materialize. Energy precedes physical reality. That's why you might sense something is coming, even if nothing has outwardly changed. Think of it as thunder before a storm. The vibration arrives before the rain. This is how destiny unfolds. The shift always originates within you before it manifests around you. On December 6th, the universe activates your inner compass, realigning your energy with the timeline where your blessings, opportunities, relationships, and breakthroughs already exist. And once that internal alignment is achieved, the external world has no choice but to adapt. This is why the universe provides hints before delivering blessings. It nudges your soul first, then your reality follows. Something you've been waiting for, an answer, a breakthrough, a message, a sign, begins to move into position today, like a puzzle piece finally sliding into place. You might not see the full manifestation yet, but December 6th is where the narrative begins to change. You will first feel the energetic shift. You will sense the alignment before you witness the results. And the initial sign of this transformation will appear when you least expect it, in a moment so quiet, so ordinary, that only those who are spiritually awake will recognize it. December 6th is the spark. What follows is the fire. Here is the sign almost universally overlooked, the sign that appears quietly, subtly, almost hidden, yet possesses the power to redirect your entire life path. Your inner world suddenly becomes more pronounced than the outer world. On December 6th, something shifts within you, not in a dramatic, explosive way, but in a quiet, undeniable way. Your intuition begins to speak with a clarity you haven't experienced all year. Thoughts become more organized. Feelings become more authentic. Your emotional reactions slow down, allowing you to perceive truth without noise or distortion. It feels as though the universe is gently amplifying the volume of your soul. And for the first time in a long time, you hear yourself clearly. This shift is not emotional, it is spiritual. Most people misinterpret it as tiredness, boredom, sensitivity, or mood swings. They assume they're overwhelmed or burnt out. They attribute it to stress, people, or the week they've had. They fail to recognize that the universe is attempting to show them the exit from their old timeline. But the chosen ones recognize the distinction, because this one sign doesn't feel like weakness. It feels like awakening. The sign that transforms your destiny is this: your soul instantly, completely, and without explanation rejects what isn't aligned. This is the moment your spirit ceases to negotiate with anything that drains your life force. A person, belief, habit, or pattern that once held sway over you suddenly loses its influence. The grip breaks, the emotional attachment dissolves, the need to explain, fix, or tolerate vanishes. You don't force the release. You simply no longer resonate with the old frequency. You cease chasing validation. You stop fighting for spaces where your spirit feels constricted. You stop clinging to connections that don't foster your growth. You stop replaying stories you've outgrown. It isn't a decision, it's a shift. And once it occurs, nothing reverts to its former state. This is why it's the most potent destiny sign, because it emanates from the deepest part of you, not from your thoughts or emotions. Your soul assumes control and declares, "This no longer aligns with who I am becoming." Most people disregard this moment because it doesn't arrive dramatically. It doesn't bring chaos. It arrives with clarity. It arrives softly, like a truth settling into your bones. You might experience sudden detachment from someone whose energy no longer resonates with you. A deep urge to leave an environment that once felt familiar. Clarity so sharp, it feels like a spiritual message delivered in a single moment. Emotional neutrality towards something that used to trigger you. An intuitive yes or no that feels final and absolute. Or a shift in your body. Lighter, clearer, more grounded. The detachment feels peaceful, not painful. The clarity feels calm, not overwhelming. The intuition feels certain, not confusing. This sign manifests in silence, not as chaos, but as clarity. It is the moment your spirit ascends to its higher frequency, and anything below that frequency simply cannot remain. You're not losing anything. You're shedding. You're not confused. You're awakening. You're not withdrawing. You're realigning. When the soul steps forward, the ego steps aside. December 6th is the day the universe initiates this internal shift. It isn't urging you to act immediately. It isn't requesting you to make drastic decisions. It isn't asking you to explain your feelings to anyone. It is simply asking you to recognize what your soul is revealing. Because once the soul rejects the old, the universe ushers in the new. This is cosmic law. The new timeline cannot commence until the old timeline dissolves. And the dissolving begins within you through awareness, clarity, intuition, and spiritual detachment. The precise moment this sign appears, you might feel a release in your chest, warmth in your heart space, a quiet sense of, "I know what to do now." Relief without fully understanding why. A pull towards your future that feels magnetic. It's your destiny awakening. This is the moment your spiritual frequency transcends your past. It's the moment your higher self takes the reins. It's the moment your path begins to reconstruct itself in real time. You might think nothing is happening externally, but on an energetic level, everything is shifting. People who are not aligned with your growth will drift away. Opportunities meant for you will begin to materialize. Ideas, insights, and breakthroughs will rise to the surface. Synchronicities will begin to appear rapidly. Your timeline begins to bend in your favor. This is not imagination. This is spiritual alignment. December 6th isn't the day something external determines your destiny. It's the day something within you transforms so profoundly that your destiny has no choice but to follow. The new frequency is already present. The new timeline is already forming. And the new chapter is already unfolding. The universe has already commenced rearranging your life, for your benefit, but it begins by rearranging you. And once your soul says no more to the old, the universe says yes to the new. When your soul rejects what no longer aligns with your highest path, you might perceive it as merely a personal shift, a moment of clarity, a new boundary, or a simple emotional reset. But spiritually, something far greater is set in motion. You initiate a ripple effect across your entire timeline, a ripple that touches your past, your present, and most importantly, your future. This is why the one sign, your soul rejecting misalignment, carries such immense power. It's not simply an emotional response. It's your energy recalibrating itself to match the timeline you were always destined for. Once this shift occurs, here's what changes next. Your path clears. Instantly, things that once felt complicated begin to feel simple. Situations that used to confuse you suddenly become obvious. You no longer waste time debating what you already know. You cease fighting battles that were never yours to fight. You stop clinging to people who were only meant for one chapter of your story. You stop forcing outcomes that drain your spirit. You begin to navigate life with increased certainty. Even if you don't possess all the answers yet, decisions become easier because your soul is now speaking louder than your doubts. You're no longer pulled in multiple directions. Your energy flows in one clear direction forward. And for the first time in a long time, you feel momentum. Even without seeing the complete picture, you know you're finally moving towards something real, something purposeful, something aligned. This clarity is the initial indication that your destiny is rearranging itself. 2. Your opportunities shift toward you. When you release misaligned people, habits, and energies, you create a powerful vacuum, a spiritual opening. The universe immediately rushes to fill it. New doors begin to open where old ones closed. New relationships, creative ideas, unexpected invitations, financial improvements, and chances to rise begin to appear in your sphere. Where you once felt ignored or overlooked, you now feel seen. Where you once chased connections, opportunities now begin to chase you. This is the law of energy. What is aligned moves toward you. What is not aligned moves away. You no longer have to force things, hustle endlessly, or prove your worth. Your energy becomes magnetic. Your presence begins to attract the people and situations that resonate with your new frequency. You become a signal, a beacon that draws in what is meant for you. The more you embrace this shift, the faster alignment arrives. 3. Your identity updates itself. This is one of the most transformative aspects of the December 6th activation. As soon as your soul rejects the old, your sense of self begins to expand. You start feeling more confident in your inner knowing, more grounded in who you are becoming, more intuitive about what feels right, more connected to your purpose, and more unapologetic about your boundaries. You begin stepping into the version of yourself that your destiny requires. The older version of you, the one who tolerated too much, doubted too deeply, feared change, or played small, cannot survive in this new frequency. That identity dissolves naturally, without struggle or pain. You don't have to force your growth. You simply evolve. This identity shift is not about becoming someone new. It's about returning to who you truly are. Beneath the conditioning, fear, and pressure that once shaped your decisions, you emerge lighter, clearer, and stronger. This is the version of you your destiny has been waiting for. 4. Your timeline accelerates. This is where things become truly magical. When you align internally, the universe begins to rearrange your external world at an accelerated pace. Suddenly, breakthroughs that were blocked begin to unfold. People who are destined to meet you show up unexpectedly. Conversations happen at the perfect moment. Synchronicities appear almost daily. Signs, symbols, numbers, and messages increase dramatically. Everything begins to align. It's as if the universe has been waiting for you to take one energetic step, and now it rushes in to meet you halfway. You're not imagining the speed. You're not imagining the timing. You're not imagining the flow. This is your accelerated timeline activating. You have officially transitioned from stagnation to momentum. The path ahead reshapes itself with ease, grace, and momentum. Where there was once resistance, there is now alignment. Where there was once delay, there is now progress. Where there was once doubt, there is now undeniable certainty. 5. Your soul contracts activate. This part is sacred. The universe doesn't introduce destiny-aligned individuals into your life until you are spiritually prepared. But once the internal shift occurs, your soul contracts awaken. The agreements your spirit made before you incarnated. These include teachers who guide you, partners who support your evolution, friends who awaken your gifts, opportunities that align with your purpose, and experiences designed to expand your consciousness. December 6th acts as a trigger that unlocks these connections. People who feel familiar, even if you've never met. Opportunities that arrive at the perfect moment. Messages that speak directly to your spirit. Moments of recognition you cannot explain. Everything that is meant for you begins gravitating towards you, not because you asked, but because you aligned. Why this one sign changes everything. When your inner world shifts, your outer world is compelled to reorganize itself around your new frequency. This is the day you cease living from the wounds of your past and commence living from the power of your purpose. This is the day your higher self becomes louder than fear. This is the day your destiny begins accelerating toward you. The old timeline collapses. The new timeline begins forming quietly, quickly, and beautifully. And by the time you realize what has shifted, you are already on a new path, walking into a future that was always meant for you. The sign will manifest on its own, but anchoring it, grounding it into your reality, is your responsibility. The universe can unlock the door, but you must step through it. December 6th is not merely a day of spiritual awakening. It is a day of activation. Energetic upgrades do not fully integrate unless you create space for them. If you disregard the shift, it fades. But if you honor it, your entire destiny begins to unfold in ways you never imagined. Here's what the universe needs from you today: the actions that will solidify your alignment and lock in the new timeline emerging for you. 1. Spend 2 minutes in stillness. Simply breathe. This is the most crucial step because stillness acts as the bridge connecting your physical body with your spiritual transformation. When you sit quietly for 2 minutes, no phone, no noise, no distractions, your energetic field stabilizes. You allow the cosmic frequency of December 6th to take root within your system. Stillness is where integration happens. Stillness is where clarity surfaces. Stillness is where divine messages find space to land. You are not being asked to meditate for an hour. You are being asked to pause long enough for your soul to speak. These 2 minutes will anchor the shift more powerfully than anything else you do today. 2. Pay attention to who drains you. Today, The universe will highlight individuals whose energy no longer aligns with your new frequency. Someone might speak to you, message you, or appear in a way that instantly feels heavy. Don't argue, don't explain, don't fight the feeling, simply observe. When someone drains you on December 6th, it is not random, it is revelation. The universe is revealing to you the attachments, relationships, and energetic cords that must be released for you to move forward. This isn't about judgment, it's about alignment. When you feel heaviness, it's your soul communicating. This person cannot accompany you into your next chapter. Your awareness is the initial step toward freedom. 3. Honor your intuition without question. Intuition is heightened today more than ever. If something feels wrong, it is wrong. If something feels aligned, it is aligned. You're not being dramatic. You're not overthinking. You're not imagining things. You're awakening. On December 6th, your intuition doesn't whisper, it guides. Your task is not to analyze it, but to trust it. This is the day your spiritual compass recalibrates. If you disregard what you feel today, you delay the path the universe is attempting to reveal. Your intuition today is not a suggestion, it is instruction. Follow it. 4. Follow the unexpected impulse. Throughout the day, you might experience sudden urges to tidy your room, initiate something new, cease doing something draining, rearrange your space, message someone, withdraw from a situation, or act on an idea instantly. These impulses are not random. They are energetic commands from your higher self. When your soul commences pulling you into a new timeline, your body responds with subtle instincts. If you ignore them, momentum slows. If you follow them, momentum accelerates. Do not question the impulse. Act on it, even if the action is small. Organizing a drawer, deleting old photos, or jotting down an idea. It generates a vibration that anchors the shift. Every movement toward alignment strengthens your new frequency. 5. Release one emotional weight before midnight. This step is crucial. Select one thing that has been weighing on your spirit. Resentment, fear, guilt, comparison, self-doubt, anger, jealousy, or shame, and consciously release it. You don't require a ritual. You don't need a lengthy process. You simply need intention. Quietly affirm to yourself, I no longer carry this into my future. When you release even a single emotional burden, you create space for a blessing that has been attempting to reach you. The universe cannot fill a container that is overflowing with old energy. Letting go is not loss, it is preparation. Once you release one weight tonight, your energy expands, your timeline clears, and your destiny accelerates. This single act unlocks the door for everything waiting to enter your life. Why? This anchoring matters. December 6th is not simply bestowing a blessing upon you, it is transforming you into the blessing. Your frequency becomes the magnet for opportunities, miracles, and destined encounters. By anchoring the shift, you declare to the universe, I am ready. And once you make that declaration spiritually, December 6th is not the conclusion of your story. It is the ignition point. The moment your life begins to align with the version of you that has been waiting to rise. Chosen one. December 6th is not just a date on a calendar. It is a moment of recognition. A mirror the universe holds up to remind you of who you are becoming. Today wasn't about predicting your destiny. It was about aligning you with it. The sign that manifested for you was not random. It was not subtle. It was not accidental. It was a cosmic confirmation, whispering directly into your soul. You are ready to release the chapter that has served its purpose, ready to cease carrying the weights that were never yours to bear, ready to step into the version of yourself that has been waiting silently, patiently, and powerfully just beneath the surface. You have felt the shift today, whether as clarity, detachment, peace, or inner knowing. That feeling is your new beginning. So tonight, after this video concludes, pause. Allow the silence to soften the noise of the world. Place your hand gently over your heart. Feel it beating, steady, alive, aligned, and whisper, "I choose my new timeline." Because destiny is not discovered, it is activated. Fate does not dictate your life, your frequency does. And after December 6th, everything begins to reorganize around the truth you finally embraced. You are ready for more. Your life won't shift due to luck, chance, or a miracle falling from the sky. Your life will shift because you shifted, because you finally matched the vibration of what you've been praying for, and because you stopped living from fear and commenced living from alignment. Tonight, the universe isn't watching you, it's celebrating you. A door has opened, a path has cleared, a chapter has begun. Your miracle is already unfolding. Your destiny is already in motion. And this one sign, this inner transformation, was the genesis of everything you are about to receive. Chosen one, the universe is saying, "Welcome to your new timeline."